Hello students, today we are going to study about qualitative characters of a community. These includes physiognomy, phenology, stratification, abundance, sociability, vitality, vigor and life form, etc. First of all, we will discuss about physiognomy. What is physiognomy? This is the general appearance of vegetation as determined by the growth form of dominant species. Such a characteristic appearance can be expressed by a single term. For example, a simple look to such a community of plants where larger trees are dominant with some shrubs would tell that it is a forest. Similarly, on the basis of appearance, it may be a grassland, desert, etc. And the next is phenology. Phenology, it also includes periodicity, aspections, etc. Phenology is the scientific study of seasonal change, that is the periodic phenomena of organism in relation to their climate. Different species have different periods of seed germination, vegetative growth, flowering and fruiting. These are three seasonal different periods of the plant, that is vegetative growth, flowering and fruiting, leaf fall, seed and fruit dispersal, etc. Such data for individual species are recorded. A study of the date and time of these events is known as phenology. That is, phenology is the study of the date and time of the events, and the events are vegetative growth, flowering, fruiting, leaf form, leaf fall, seed, fruit dispersal, etc. This is known as phenology. In other words, phenology is the calendar of events in the life history of the plant. These events are shown by phanerograms. Phenograms of some Indian grasses and sedges are also sent in previous PDF to all of you. Thus, phenology of different species may differ from each other, and in a community we find species with different phenology changing the composition of community. The next is stratification. As pointed elsewhere, stratification is the way in which plants of different species are arranged in different vertical layers in the order to make full use of the available physical and physiological requirements. Data on stratifications are obtained by using a bisect. Vertical projection is constructed and stature of the species may be plotted to find out distribution pattern of stem, roots, etc. of the different species. And the next is abundance. Although related with density, abundance may not be expressed generally in quantitative terms, and generally it is used in qualitative characters. Organisms, particularly plants, are not found uniformly distributed in an area. They are found in smaller patches or clumps differing in number at each other. Abundance is divided in 5 arbitrary groups depending upon the number of plants, and the groups are very rare, rare, common, frequent and very much frequent. These are the 5 plants group according to abundance of plant diversity. And the next character is sociability. It denotes the proximity of plants to one another. Plants generally grow as isolated individuals or in patches, colonies or in the groups. Plants of some species grow better when nearer to each other and produce thick population, and the others become weak or die in such an association. Fruit and seed dispersal, etc., and nature of reproduction are affected by the way in which they are aggregated. Species with some density may differ in sociability values. Thus, sociabilities express the degree of association between species. Sociability. What is sociability? The sociability is the express of degree of association between species. Some divide the sociability into as many as 10 classes. But brown blanket used only 5 sociability groups, and they are as follows. Number 1, S1. S1 means plants found quite separately from each other, thus growing singly. S2, in which a group of 4 to 6 plants at one place. S3 means many smaller scattered groups at one place. S4, several bigger groups of many plants at one place. And S5, in which a large group occupying larger area. So, this is the common feature of sociability. And the next is vitality. Vitality means this is the capacity of normal growth and reproduction, which are important for successful survival of a species. The vitality depends upon weight of species. In plants, stem height, root length, leaf area, leaf number and weight of flowers, fruits, seeds, etc. determine the vitality of that plant. On this basis, plants are grouped into different vitality groups. Number 1, well-developed plants completing their life cycle regularly, producing viable seeds. The second one is plants reproducing vegetatively, and the third one, ephemeral, short-lived. And the brown blanket gave 4 groups, and Dobermeyer gave vitality into 5 groups. Number 1, B1, in which plants whose seedling die. B2, in which seedlings grow but unable to reproduce. And B3, in this group, reproductive only vegetatively, not reproductive by sexual or asexual reproduction. B4, in this group, reproduce sexually but uncommon. And the V5, in which reproduce sexually and grow regularly. This is vitality of the plants, and various scientists have divided their groups according to their growth or vitality. And the next is life form. Life form is the ecology used to general appearance of plant communities. Life form are of various types according to various ecologists. Thank you.